Hola, mi familia. I wanted to make this video as a quick announcement for you all that my roommate has broken my cigarette rolling machine, and due to this fact, I am going to have to go ahead and give you all the finger and abandon the initiative for good. That's not entirely true. He did break the machine, and I am upset about that, especially considering that he woke me up by whining about it and slamming things around in his usual manner. But, and also I am leaving the initiative, technically. I'm leaving the initiative in the care of its new director, Miguel, for good, as it turns out that our renegade compatriot, our pseudo benefactor, did in fact manage to get a couple steps ahead of me at one point, and issues were surmounting, troubling issues were piling up, and all it took was one crazy chick who watched the video to post something, or to send a message to me. I believe she was probably pissed off because she somehow was under the impression that I was directly that I was intentionally and deliberately sending her notifications for the group every time we posted something. Every time somebody commented on something, she was getting a notification, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm presuming, because obviously she wasn't, well, obvious to us, the foundation, she wasn't involved with Anonymous. But she said that, got me freaked out, and that caused everything a domino effect. And it was a very well played move. It was a curveball thrown in by the world, which, if you've been doing this as long as I have, as long as we have, and you know how spot casting works, really, and how elements of the world and displacement play into the things that we do as spotters, you'll know that that's not a random occurrence. That's not just a coincidence that happened to happen at just the right time to get me in just that way. It is in fact, it can be considered a move on their part, a very deliberate move. So, I mean, we anticipate that something like that could likely happen, may even cause something like that to happen, and it is in fact the way that a spot cast is triggered, which, some of you are learning about these things, and others show interest. So eventually, we'll be teaching you all about how that works and what exactly it is. It is not some kind of a witchcraft or spell casting. It's nothing like that, and it's not. It's kind of like Jedi mind tricks. It's not. It's a way to kind of set things up, make things happen in a certain way, and if you understand it well enough and you're fast enough, you can actually coordinate events that will transpire throughout a great span of time involving many different people, and it's very awesome. I enjoy it. In any case, because of this, we were thrown for a loop, and we got screwed up, and we had um, the issue with our with Special K, that she was disabled because of an incident occurring that is also a coordinated event. All of these things play into each other. People see coincidences, we see connections. And yes, all of this happened toward this particular end, which is that I decided to pick up the pace and move a little faster to get a few steps ahead of them. And we are going to be launching our evolutionary campaign, our expansion campaign, early. Instead of waiting for the 500 member mark, figured 300. We almost got there, kind of. We did pretty well, and we could have hit that mark very quickly if Tanner hadn't been disabled. We need to reactivate her, so that is one of the issues we need to be dealing with. And there are several campaigns running right now, specifically to feed the people in Uganda. If you're watching this, please get on board with us on that. If there's any way you can help them, we haven't organized a direct line for the fundraiser yet, but if you want to help them, you can. There are many different ways you can do it, and we'll be organizing a fundraiser for them shortly once we have everybody on board. Which now that we have everybody together, the entirety of the foundation and, by extension, the A team, We're all coordinated. We're all working together. Things are moving along fairly quickly now, and we are going to be launching a kind of a lifeboat mission, um, which will be the status directive. We are going to create a council group essentially that's going to coordinate the campaigns, run the training programs. That's going to assist Miguel in his role as the new director. We are going to serve effectively as his operator, his advice council, his backup. People take care of things for him so that his job is easy, so that he doesn't have to work as much as I do on it. And yeah, we're going to be launching several campaigns, several projects. This effectively establishes a separation between the initiative main page, which is for artists, for creative works, for sharing, for motivating each other, just for building each other up, gaining interest, gaining ground, you know, and the aspect of it where we are in fact beginning to collaborate with other initiatives just like us, building a greater network, putting all the pieces together and expanding also the training aspect of it, which some of our members are they don't really quite understand what it is, and so it makes them uncomfortable. You don't have to be involved with that. You don't have to be involved with any of our projects. All that we want you to do is be motivated and share works and be artistic and creative. We want to inspire you. That's all. The rest of it, the initiates training, spotters watching over people, taking care of each other, assisting in getting these campaigns running, feeding the Uganda people. Our anti-abuse campaign is going to be run by Nicole Cannon and Alice. Um, the different project goal aspects that we have, the psychedelics project, the remnants of tomorrow program, the Eden project with Chris and the other team, the initial A team, working on the creating the story, the bigger story, and the status initiative universe kind of a fictitious aspect of it. That's all going to be very fun. And we have other programs that are being considered and brought into play, things that are going to come to fruition pretty soon. And so we're effectively going to be launching this secondary group that will be collaborating on that aspect. And as I said, separating the simple creative motivation, inspiration aspect from the active. We're going to get out there and we're going to fucking kick some ass in the world. We're going to do it hard. We're going to do it fast. We're going to do it now. I started this particular run of it, and my brother and my partner and I, the three of us started this, and I'm pushing so hard for it because the world is not in such a great place, in case you haven't noticed. Somebody needs to be doing something about this. And it has nothing to do with, organizing a campaign to save the rainforest, although that's a part of it. It has nothing to do with feeding the people in the famine, although that is a part of it. That's a damage, that's a wound in the planet that we need to be working on healing instead of turning a blind eye because we don't give a shit. We have McDonald's down the street. Fuck that. It's not just motivating and inspiring each other. We need to fundamentally alter the way that we view and treat the world. We need to make it a commonplace practice to give a shit and to fight to be excellent people. Everybody has it in them. Everybody wants to do it. Anybody that bullshits you and says that they want to be hurtful and that they're mean is because they listen to too much rap music or they're watching too much fucking daytime TV. It's bullshit. Nobody feels that way. Everybody feels something is wrong. We're going to do something about it. And anybody that wants to be an active participant in that, you're welcome to, present any ideas you have. You're welcome to take the lead on anything you want to. Every one of you members are highly encouraged to, add other people. If you meet somebody that you think could be inspired by it, you run into somebody at the train station that, is down on their luck and could use some inspiration. You don't have $1 to give them, but you got a link. You got an idea to give them. We have effectively built a platform here to just assist each other. We don't care what your beliefs are. We don't care, what religion you grew up with. We don't care what precise sort of work you intend to do. You know, if you want to be a helping hand in the world, if you want to help inspire, motivate, and work towards changing the way that we operate in the world for the better, and effectively altering the course of our fate, taking reins on destiny and making a better future, then you're welcome aboard. And all of you, obviously, you are aboard already, but please go ahead and invite anybody else you want, so long as they're, you know, not, crazy psychopaths, or they're not like evil people. You run into somebody. There are psychopaths. There's such a thing as psychopaths. There's people that do, in fact, believe that they're here to do damage somehow, to convince themselves. They think they're doing the right thing ultimately. They do. They have convinced themselves that they're doing something, that's right by themselves at the very least. But yes, there are people out there that are not evil. No such thing as evil, but there is, you know, some bad apples. But so long as you can vouch for these people as being human, and then go ahead and bring them in. Let's get this fucking show on the road. You guys are encouraged to do as much as you want, or as little, but I'm gonna encourage you to do as you please, but I'm not gonna advocate slacking off and being careless. If you're watching this, you're watching it for a reason. If you're with us, you're with us for a reason. Get up and fight. Any one of you can draw a picture, maybe not a good one, but any one of you can write a story. Any one of you can be creative in some fashion or another. Every single one of you can snap a picture with your phone that you think is beautiful, post it with a little phrase that's inspirational. Every one of you can do something, pitch in to kick ass. And not, you don't have a whole hell of a lot of time on your hands. Fuck me, I don't have any time at all. I'm burning time right now. I'm bending time right now to make this video. I'm doing other things at the same time. I had to shut off my fucking other phone so that I won't get notifications and messages while I'm doing this, so that I can devote myself to you in this. But there are other things that are happening right now, um, just around the bend, that you don't see. And, not a lot. We don't have time to spare, but we can make time. We can make a little bit of time here and there. And if every one of us are pitching in a minute, just here and there, wherever we can, we're going to make a big fucking difference. If we've got 300 people, you know, punching in once a week maybe and saying something thoughtful and inspirational, showing that they care about others, checking in, seeing if there's any way they can help each other. That's how we're going to get this done. And we are going to get this done. So get on board and enjoy the ride if you want. If not, I'm already in the future, man. I'm sorry you missed it. Kila Salai, Terveyune Siari, Namaste.